Rapid cycle improvement is a cornerstone of quality improvement. It is a methodology that gives the IHI's collaborative approach, and it begins with the three questions. The first is, what are we trying to accomplish? Here you set your aim statement for your quality improvement. Second question is, how will we know that a change is an improvement? So what are the measures you will use to understand if you are making improvements or not? So those are about the measures. And the third one is, what changes can we make that will result in an improvement? So these are the change ideas or the interventions that you can think of in order to make an improvement. And once you have clarity on these three questions, then you get into the Pdsa cycle, where once you've identified the change idea, you plan on how you're going to implement the change idea, then you go and actually implement it, then you will study the results of the implementation, and based on whatever analysis you come up with, you will decide your next course of action. So that's rapid cycle improvement. Now let me also quickly introduce you to some quality management pioneers. The first and foremost is Walter Schuhart. He was a person who came up with the Pdsa cycle, which is actually the forerunner of the Pdsa. So he called it the plan, do, check, act cycle, and he also popularized the use of statistical process control, like rigorous statistical methods to understand quality. Then some of the principles from Walter Schuhart were adopted by Edwards Deming. He used the term Pdsa cycle, and he was the person who gave the 85-15 theory, which says that 85% of the problems in any system are system related, and only 15% are related to problems. And he also gave a 14-point management philosophy for quality improvement, which was revolutionary at the time that he gave it. But it is still relevant today. So I do not have the time to go into all the 14 points, but it is widely available, and you can read those 14 points. Then you have Juran. Juran gave the quality trilogy, which is quality that, any quality improvement program, quality program actually has three components, which is quality planning, quality control, and quality improvement. And you need these three things to be working effectively together in order to ensure quality and safety. Crosby was another quality management pioneer who popularized the notion of do it right the first time. So this is again about eliminating waste and eliminating defects. And he also gave the concept of 5 stages of management maturity, which basically tells, which basically points to the awareness of the leadership of any organization about problems in their system and about what efforts they are making to change the system. So the highest level of maturity is when the when leaders are aware that they are functioning at the highest level. And Ishikawa was the person who gave us the cause and effect, or the fishbone diagram. Remember I mentioned it earlier. So this is a tool that is used in conjunction with brainstorming. So any problem, you first mention the problem, and then you will identify all the possible causes for that particular problem, and you lay it out on a fishbone diagram. I actually get into the details of the fishbone diagram as part of the CPHQ deep dive course.